Okay. Now first arrange the given numbers because this question is related to median. So first list the given observations in ascending order, otherwise descending order. So given integers are those ones. So I am writing ascending order of the given integers. Are what will get ascending order means smaller number to bigger. So 3, 5, 5 repeated twice, 5 comma 5, and next 8, sorry, 7, 8, 9. These are the 6 numbers. Okay. Now they are given that actually total 9 integers are there, only 6 given. Find the largest possible value of the median of all 9 numbers they are asking. So these are the 9 numbers. If we are placing greatest possible digit, for suppose see here 2 digits for these 6 numbers, 5 plus 7 by 2, that is 6. 6 we will get as a median, but till 3 digits are there. What will be the possible number they are asking? See, if you are keeping 3, 5, 5, 7, 7, 7 for suppose 7, like this 4 times. Then median will become 7 only. But greatest possible digit they are asking. So we can place, if we are placing 8, 7 twice and 8 3 times like that for suppose. So now how many digits came? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9 digits. So what will be the middle value? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 7. If greatest possible digit they are telling. So out of 7 and 8, 8 only greatest possible digit. 9 we can't keep. Okay, if you are placing 9, compulsory we must keep 8, then only 9 we must write. So greatest possible digit is in 8. If you are writing 9s, all are 9s only. From the list we need to choose. Okay, if you are placing 7, 7 is not a bigger number. If it is possible to keep 8 also. So greatest possible digit median of the 9 numbers is 8. So 3, 5 are lesser values. Among this 7, 8 and 9, second larger number was 8. So if you are placing 7 4 times, 7 will become median. But 7 is lesser than 8. Greatest possible digit they are asking. If we are keeping 9, even you are repeating 9 4 times, that will not become as a median. So 8 only the possible greatest median. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. So what is the question? Observe is 6 numbers from a list of 9 integers are given like this. Find the largest possible value of the median of all 9 numbers in the list. So here greatest possible numbers are 8 and 9. So if you are repeating 8 4 times and lastly 9, then also median will become 8 only. If you are repeating 9 only more number of times, then also median will become 8 itself. So greatest possible median is equal to 8. Now coming to the next question. So this is the last problem. The median of a set of 9 distinct, the median of a set of 9 distinct observations is 20. If each of the largest 4 observations, if each of the largest 4 observations of the set is increased by 2. Increased by 2. Find the median of the resulting set. Okay, observe the question. Median of a set of 9 observations is 20 different observations. Okay. If each of the largest 4 observations of the set is increased by 2, find the median of the resulting set. See, first suppose they did not give 9 observations. Let those 9 observations are, let 9 observations of the data. 9 observations are as x1, x2, x3, x4, x5, x6, x7, x8, x9. So 9 observations are given, and they have mentioned that the median of that 9 observations is 20. Means what will be the median of these 9 observations? Exactly middle value, that is x5. Yes or no? So given median of these 9 observations is equal to 20. That is x5 is equal to 20. And also given that if each of the largest 4 observations, x6, 7, 8, 9 are the largest observations of the set increased by 2, find the median of the resulting set. See, whatever increment is happening, that is after this median only. Means till here there is no change in the order. Yes or no? For suppose I have 10, 20, 30, 20 is there, no? So 10, 11, 15, 16, 20, 25, 27, 30, 35. So just let us take those 9 observations are like this: x1, x2, x3, x4, x5, x6, x7, x8, x9. Then fifth observation is 20. So median of this data is 20. After this set, each greater 4 observations after this one only, the last 4 observations are increased by 2. Means these are 27, it is becoming 27, and it is becoming 29, and it is 32 and 37. Is there any change in the previous values? 10, 11, 15, 16, 20 remains same like that only. There is no change. This again median is 20 itself. That's why values of extreme observations will not affect on the median. Okay. If two last four observations are increased by 2. If last four observations are increased by 2, then the new observations are, otherwise new set is what will get x1, x2, x3, x4, x5. Till here there is no change. But after this fifth one, we will get x6 plus 2, x7 plus 2, x8 plus 2, and x9 plus 2. Even though we are getting median as x5 only, therefore median is equal to 20. There is no change in the median. Okay. So with this, all the exercise problems were finished, exercise 7.1. Now we will see different formulas depending on mean. So here already previously I have given what is meant by data. Data is the collection of information that may be numerical or verbal data. Okay. So data is nothing but collection of information. And next, there are two types of data is there. One is primary data. So it is two types. Statistical data is of two types. One is primary data and second one is secondary data. Primary data is nothing but whatever data they are giving, raw data. So as it is, for suppose they are given, for suppose we need to find out median. So some observations they will give. They will not give in order. We must try. We must need to write as a ascending order. So primary data means whatever data they are giving, that is primary data, and secondary data means if according to the necessity, means if we are changing the data into grouped form, that is comes under secondary data. Okay, and next we have observation. So each entry of the data is known as observation. Already this one I have given, but I did not mention that which how many types of data is there. So two types of data, that is primary data and secondary data. As usual, they are giving that is primary data, raw data, usually primary data, and secondary data means whatever we are converting, that is comes under secondary data. And each entry of the data is known as observation. And second, next we have range. Range is different and boundaries are different. Sorry, class length is different. Range is nothing but a difference between maximum observation and minimum observation. Maximum and minimum observations is known as range. Whereas class length is different. So that one I will give last one. Now after this we have frequency. Frequency is nothing but count of observation. How many times it is occurring, that is count of observation is known as a frequency. If we are representing the data by using frequency, it is known as frequency distribution table or frequency distribution, that's all. Okay. Now, because already this was we were finished, so now coming to the next new formulas depending on mean. So for mean, median, mode. Mean we have actual formula sum of the observations by number of observations. Okay, and by using deviation method, estimated mean plus mean of deviations. These are the formulas for mean. Still we have sum of first n natural numbers. So these formulas you need to remember is equal to sigma n, which is nothing but n into n plus 1 by 2. So sum doesn't sum, but we want mean. We are writing the formula for mean. Mean of first n natural numbers is equal to sigma n, sum of the n natural numbers by number of observations, that is sigma n by n. So what will get n into n plus 1 by 2 by n means here we will get n will get cancelled, means finally we will get n plus 1 by 2. So this n will be removed. That's all. Sum means n into n plus 1 by 2. If mean asking, then n plus 1 by 2. That's all. So remember the formula. How we got that is sum of first n natural numbers is n into n plus 1 by 2 and the number of observations. Actually mean is nothing but sum of observations by number of observations. So sum of the first n natural numbers is n into n plus 1 by 2 by n. So this one also in the numerator, otherwise take the reciprocal. What will get n into n plus 1 by 2 into 1 by n. So n will get cancelled, which will be n plus 1 by 2. This is the formula for that. So like that only we will write the remaining formulas also directly. We have sum of squares of first n natural numbers is equal to sigma n square, that is nothing but n into n plus 1 into 2n plus 1 by 6. And it means this n will be removed. N plus 1 into 2n plus 1 by 6. So mean of, remember if they are asking sum, we need to use first formula. If they are asking mean, second one will be the formula. Mean of first n natural numbers is n plus 1 by 2. Mean of squares of first n natural numbers is n plus 1 into 2n plus 1 by 6. N plus 1 into 2n plus 1 by 6. Okay. Still we have sum of cubes of first n natural numbers is sigma n cube, which is equal to sigma n whole square, that is n square into n plus 1 whole square by 4 will get. And in mean n into n plus 1 whole square by 4 will get. Okay. Now next formula is for mean only. Sum of cubes of first n natural numbers is given by sigma n cube equal to n square into n plus 1 whole square by 4. And so for this mean of cubes of mean of square of first n natural numbers is this one. So mean of cubes of first n natural numbers equal to this n 2n further 1 will be removed. So n square into n plus 1 whole square by 4 by 4 into n will get. So n will get n into n plus 1 whole square by 4. Okay. Now sum of first n odd numbers. See, all these formulas we got in square roots and cube roots also. Now just we are finding mean. So sum of first n odd numbers is equal to n square. And their mean of first n odd numbers is equal to n square by n. That is nothing but n. Okay. And next, sum of first n even numbers. Is equal to n into n plus 1. And then mean this n will be removed, only n plus 1. So mean of first n even numbers is equal to n into n plus 1 by n. n will get plus n plus 1 only cube. Sum of observations by number of observations. So like this. Okay, these are the formulas. If they are asking the formulas, we must write that correct formula. And if they are asking the sum series and asking to find out the mean, so according to the question, you need to find out the mean. Like this. So suppose they are asking mean of 1, 3, 5, 7, 9, 11. How many? All these are odd numbers. How many numbers are there? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. All these 6 are first odd numbers. First 6 odd numbers. Okay. And we have first n odd numbers mean equal to n only. Means we will get 6 6. If you have any doubt, go through with the calculation. 11 plus 9, 20. 20 plus 7, 27 plus 5, 32. 32 plus 3, 35, 36. 36 by 6, which is nothing but 6. So without doing the calculation, directly you will get the answer if you are remembering this value, this formula. Okay. And same here, 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. Like this 5 even numbers I give. I want to find the mean of this 5 even numbers. What I will get? According to the formula, n plus 1. So n is nothing but number of observations. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 observations are there. So 5 plus 1 means 6. I will get the mean. Observe whether it is correct or not. 2 plus 4, 6. 6 plus 6, 12. 12 plus 8, 20. 20 plus 10, 30. So 30 is the sum and number of observations are 5. So 5 and 5 6. Observe the answer. Okay, all these formulas helpful for us while we are finding the mean of so and so numbers. And coming to median, so when even number of observations are there, n plus 1 by 2 term will become as, when odd number of observations are there, then n plus 1 by 2 term will become as the median. And if even numbers are there, two numbers will get, then average of those two terms will be median. That is n by 2 plus n by 2 term as well as n by 2 plus 1 term average we must take as the median. Now coming to the yesterday what we have discussed. Suppose if any data is divided into groups, that is said to be a grouped data. So in a grouped data, it is divided into some groups. That groups are called as class intervals. So suppose I have 0 to 5, 5 to 10, 10 to 15. All these are class intervals. So here first class interval is 0 to 5. Here 0 is the lower limit of the class and 5 is the upper limit of the class. First the second class interval, 5 is the lower limit of the class and 10 is the upper limit of the class. 10, 15. Just observe here, upper limit and lower limit of the next class are equal for every class. Such type of class intervals are said to be inclusive class intervals. Exclusive class intervals. Okay, and while you are writing the boundary is nothing but just see, for suppose I have taken 1 to 5 like this. Okay, boundaries are nothing but average between the, see if I am writing upper boundary, so upper boundary of the first class and next lower boundary of the second class. Average of those two numbers, I will get the upper boundary and lower boundary of the second class. So if I am writing lower boundary, so previous class upper boundary and that class lower boundary, upper limit and lower limit average we must take. Initially we will take lower limit as upper limit of the previous class as 0. So 0 plus 1 by 2 is nothing but 1 by 2. 1 by 2 is nothing but 0.5 for this lower boundary and upper boundary. And upper boundary will become 5.5 plus 5 by 2. Sorry, here we get 0 only. So 0 to 5. Here lower boundary will get 0. 5 plus 5, 10 by 2. 10 by 2 is nothing but 5 only. And next, so here whatever we got, 5 plus 5 by 2. That is nothing but 10 by 2. 10 by 2 is nothing but 5 only. Average we are taking. And for these two average we must take. 10 plus 10, 20. 20 by 2 is 10 only. Means here there is no change between the limits and boundaries. Remember, range is the difference between lower observation and the highest observation. For these three class intervals, so 0 is the lowest observation and 15 is highest observation. Difference between those two is called range. But coming to the boundaries, lower limit, see, lower, upper limit and lower limit of the next class. Average between those two classes is we are taking as boundaries. And class length, difference between lower limit, upper boundary, not limit, sorry, upper boundary and lower boundary of any class known as class length. Difference between the maximum observation, minimum observation is range. Difference between the upper boundary and lower boundary is known as class length. Okay, and average of lower limit and upper limit both for that class is known as mid value or class mark. Means class mark of this one is 0 plus 5 by 2, that is nothing but 2.5 is the class mark and it is represented by x. And length of the class 5 minus 0 is 5, so it is C is 5. Class length is 5, class mark is 2.5. Mid value is 2.5. And for this class interval, class length is 10 minus 5, 5 itself. So class length is 5. And mid value is equal to 10 plus 5 by 2, 15 by 2, that is nothing but 7.5. See, class length is 5. Same difference you will get. 2.5 plus 5 is 7.5. 7.5 plus 5 is 12.5. Like that only we will get. Okay. So this is about the class interval and limits of the class and the boundaries of the class. When upper limit and lower limit of the next class are same, then such type of class intervals are said to be exclusive class intervals. For the exclusive class intervals, the class limits and boundaries both are same. Coming to the inclusive class intervals. So for suppose 1 to 5, 6 to 10, 11 to 15, 20 to 25, like this I have, sorry, 16 to 20. Like this I have the limits, class intervals. Lower limit is 1, upper limit is 5 for the first class, and for second class interval, 6 is the lower limit and 10 is the upper limit. So such type of class intervals means here upper limit of the first class and lower limit of the second class not equal. They are different. So such type of class intervals are said to be inclusive class intervals. See, comes here in the exclusive class intervals, only we will take the lower limit of that class and lesser value of upper limit for particular class. Means 0 to 5 indicates that 0 to 4 values are regarded to this class interval. But coming to the inclusive class intervals, 1 to 5, every number belongs to that class interval only. 1 equal to 1 and equal to 5 also. And 6 and 10 belongs to 6 to 10 values that belongs to next class like that. Okay. And next, boundaries will see. So initially we will take 0. 0 plus 1 by 2 is 0.5. Lower boundary. Average of previous class upper boundary, upper limit and lower limit will be lower boundary. Upper boundary, how we will get upper limit of that class and lower limit of the previous class and next class. That is 5 plus 6, 11 by 2. 11 by 2 is nothing but 5.5. And here also we will get 5.5 only because here we are writing lower boundary. So lower boundary of this class is lower limit plus upper limit of the previous class. And here we will get 10.5. So lower boundaries by deducting 0.1 we will get, and upper boundaries by adding 0.5 we will get. 0.5 remove from the each number, then you will get lower boundaries. 0.5 add for the upper limits, then you will get the upper boundaries. Here 26 is there, so 16. Remove 0.5, what will you get? 15.5. And here add 5.5, 20.5. Okay. For inclusive class intervals, class limits and boundaries are different. So now we will take some of the definitions according to this one. Frequency distribution table means if the data represented with frequencies is called frequency distribution or distribution table. Frequency is called frequency distribution or distribution table. In a table we will represent that distribution table. And secondly, class interval. If the data divided into some groups are called class intervals. So remaining topics we will write it tomorrow. Class limits are there and boundaries, class length, mid value of that one. So all those we will write the definitions in the next class.